So this is my second Incineroar matchup chart that I'm doing. It's just based off of my experiences offline and online. Of course, you know, it's different. Online and offline are different, obviously, but there's some characters it's like really fucking hard to run into offline, depending on your region. But you can kind of you can kind of tell whether you lose or not most of the time. Uh, but I'm pretty high level. I think I'm a high. I'd say I'm a high level player. Um, win locals. Very consistently get pretty high level wins to win those weeklies. Have beaten number one players from multiple cities. Um, with Incineroar. So online, I did pretty good too. Almost had a bunch of state PR wins. Almost had a couple of PGR wins. Uh, Kept them really competitive. So I don't really play online anymore, but when I did, uh, but yeah, obviously, whatever I say about this, it's kind of style dependent. Just just how I play. I'll have everyone's gonna have a different matchup chart, obviously, but just depending on what moves they use more than others. They'll have different opinions against different characters. So, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Whatever I say is law, so fuck you. I'm always right, and that's just how it is. So, yeah. Okay, let's get started. So I'm gonna start with the +2 matchups. Before, I was real like, uh, you know, negative towards Incineroar. I didn't think he was really, I always said he was like bottom five, just like everybody else. Like I was a sheep and shit. So, but I think I'd say he's about a good. I think he's mid tier, solid mid tier now with all the buffs that have happened over the pandemic, et cetera, et cetera. It's really hard to camp him. You have to really, really just, you know, camp and be able to kill from across stage and et cetera, and then not let him breathe to be able to do well against him comfortably. So I'm gonna start with my +2 matchups. Start with Fox. So out of all the spacies, I always had Fox. I always knew we beat Fox, and then we're about even with Falco, and then we barely lost to Wolf just because of frame data and mobility. But uh and how just how Wolf is with grabs and etc. But okay, let's get back into +2s. Fox, we beat Fox due to him having bad shield pressure. His grabs suck, so you can really just kind of sit and shield all fucking game if you want. And Incineroar's has an amazing out of shield option. I believe Nair out of shield's frame 5. So I mean, and then Fox having to go in, he gives Incineroar kind of just one move, one revenge. We revenge one of his moves, and we pretty much he's already almost dead. Uh, he has trouble getting back on stage against Incineroar. He has trouble getting back to ledge against Incineroar. His edge guarding sucks. Ledge trapping sucks. It's really hard for him to keep Incineroar in disadvantage due to being Incineroar being able to up B in disadvantage, revenge, falling nair, just mix up real well. Fox is faster, but that's really all he has. His only kill setup is just setups into up smash. Uh, yeah, I think Incineroar kind of slaps him pretty hard. To be honest. Going on to Sheik, pretty much the same exact thing except worse. Yeah, she gets fucking slapped, dude. Not gonna lie, but it's the same thing, same exact thing with Fox. Except that Sheik doesn't like. It's harder for Sheik to kill Incineroar than it is for Fox. Um, and it's really hard for those two characters to solidly wall him out and keep him out and etc. Just like unlike other characters like Min Min Toon Link, etc., etc. Um, okay, so that's Little Mac. In neutral, I believe Little Mac slightly beats Incineroar. Of course, ground speed, obviously. Um, but his approach options are fucking dick. Uh, he pretty much only has dash attack, or he would have to dash, stop, and then F tilt. Um, it has good pushback, but I mean you don't have to try to punish him out of it as Incineroar. You can kind of just reset neutral. Um, his approach options suck. He can't really keep Incineroar in a combo consistently. So if he lands one up tilt, Incineroar can just mash neutral B, and that's a bad trade. So I don't know how much percent up tilt does. I think like less than 20, obviously. And then he takes like a 20% neutral B from Incineroar every time he tries to combo him. Um, he in disadvantage, he just gets fucked. I mean, everyone knows that, obviously. Once he gets off stage, he gets fucked. Uh, if we revenge, most of the time, if we revenge, realistically, he shouldn't be able to, one, get back to ledge, and two, get back on stage against Ensign. Ensign can revenge his up B and side B, um, and the flames will always hit him, no matter what. Even if you angle the side B extremely well to snap ledge, he's always gonna get hit by Incineroar's fire, no matter where he's at. Um, and then it's just really hard for Matt getting off stage, as well, or getting off of ledge as well. So yeah, Incineroar wins that pretty comfortably. I used to struggle with that matchup too. I used to think we got fucked by Mac, but I've been improving at the matchup a lot, and I'm able to see a lot of flaws and etc. Like advantages that Incineroar has in the matchup. So yeah. Uh, let's go to the plus ones. We got we got Crom. None of these are in order, by the way. I kind of just put them in whatever. Uh, but Crom should not should not be able to get back on the stage either. To be honest, we get free revenge every time he up Bs. So once he loses neutral, he's gonna get knocked off stage, and then he's sitting at ledge for fucking like a whole. He should not be able to get back on stage. We have really good Crom and Roy. Their swords aren't so great compared to Lucina and Marth. So shield pressure sucks. Grabs suck. I can sit and shield all day out of nair out of shield if I want. Uh, we can push advantage on Roy and Crom pretty hard. Um, yeah, I mean they can't. Their edge guarding's good. Their ledge trapping is okay. It's kind of like hard for them to push advantage on Ensign because of revenge, and if we revenge one of their moves, pretty much they're pretty much dead. So I mean it'd be like that. Same thing goes for the Terry and Ken matchup. Uh, so Terry and Ken, they really struggle with boxing Ensign. Most of the time it's just mash, 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 mash. C stick. Obviously everybody knows that. Um, all we have to do is just land on them with revenge, and they're gonna hit us automatically, and that's just the play style of Ken and Terry. They can't really camp us out. Uh, we get a lot. We pretty much almost get max revenge from a lot of their moves as well. Their grabs suck. Shield pressure is really good from Ken, and it's kind of shield pressure is okay from Terry. Terry's shield pressure gets better, like I think when he gets go. Um, but yeah, same thing goes for Terry and Ken. It's really hard for them to get back to ledge against Ensign because of revenging their recovery. Their side Bs and their up Bs. They're really easy to edge guard, easy to ledge trap. They shouldn't get back on a ledge either, and they can't ledge trap. Their edge guards suck, and their ledge trapping sucks. So like it's really hard for them to keep Incineroar off stage. You know what I mean? Um, and then okay, so going on to K roll. K-Roll, I had it even. I think Incineroar does pretty well against a lot of the heavies. K-Roll, the main problem main thing we struggle with against K-Roll is his gun his inhale. But Crown's not a big deal. Cannonball's not a big deal. Um, I mean, they're not like consistent ways of of what's the word? Keeping pressure like with projectiles. So at least from what I've seen on and offline from K. Rool, we get free revenge every time he up Bs. We're able to revenge his the helicopter recovery. It's hard for him to get back on his stage as well. Uh, we can combo him pretty hard, even if he tries to use his power armor. That's just easy, we can bait that into something. So like up air, revenge his fast fall nair. If they try to land aggressively, it's hard for them to keep us in the air constantly. Um, so yeah, going on a Mii brawler. Uh, I I thought this matchup was pretty hard even for a while, and I play a really good Mii brawler. My buddy Jordan, he's won a tournament or so. He's won a couple big tournaments. And he plays Mii brawler and B2, and I have a lot of matchup experience because he switches off a lot of characters and plays them at a really good level. Uh, so he uses different move sets with Mii brawler, and the best one I think is with the side B. That's the most optimal. The side B where it's the command grab, and then the up B's the scissor thing or whatever. I don't know what it is. And then the flip kick. And then they have the shot put. But overall, It was a pretty hard even, but the reason he barely loses against Incineroar is because he doesn't really get much off of grabs. Shield pressure is kind of okay. His shot put does the most shield pressure, but I mean he's kind of stuck there, so it's not like he can really follow up with it, and it's really hard for him to kill Incineroar, to be honest. Otherwise, he does well everything on other like edge guarding, Incin, ledge trapping, but we do just about the same. We keep him at ledge just as hard as he keeps us. Keep him off stage, about the same. We're +1 on Doc, so it's really hard for him to camp us out and to do follow ups with Pill. So we pretty much just annihilate Pill completely from the matchup. Um, whatchamacallit, Nair beats out Pill, fair, revenge, takes away Pill, and still hits him if he's following up with it. Uh, fair annihilates this character pretty much. It's really hard for him to get back on stage. Only thing he really has against Incineroar is good grabs, good combo game. Uh, just really good advantage in general, how strong he is. Uh, and yeah, but we win that solid +1. Beat Plant. It's really hard for Plant to camp us out as well. The best thing he does in the matchup against Incineroar, I believe, is uh, the Patui ball or whatever. It disrupts our side Bs, and it disrupts a lot. So like we're able to power through a lot of shit when we're in side B. But if we side B you Plant and then he has the ball in the air, it'll hit us like almost every time. But I mean, besides that, that's the only real threat. Yeah, Lucario. So Lucario's main thing is he gets stronger, as more percent he takes, but Incineroar kills him too fucking early for him to even be able to do that. So I mean, y'all know how this character works. Kirby, it was pretty even, but we kind of barely win just because how early Kirby dies. Um, he's pretty annoying with his low profiling moves, but side B kind of you know, really doesn't matter when we have side B, down tilt, fast fall fair, fast fall nair, and a neutral B. Yeah, I think we do pretty solid against Kirby. Ices, So offline, I'll be honest. Offline, I haven't played many ICs. I played one ICs in Texas. Um, but I used Mega Man, and then online I played quite a few ICs. I mean, honestly, dude, I think Incineroar does pretty well against ICs from what I can tell. So he's such a good doubles character due to um a lot of his moves having a lot of collateral like damage, like being able to hit the other like teammate. Um, so if I hit one of the ices, it'll hit the others with that same move. So if like I back throw, the other icy will die fucking early. Forward throw two, neutral B will hit both. Side B will hit both and kill. Side B got buffed that to where it kills the other teammate a lot earlier. Over the pandemic, their side B really it's their best thing in the against Incineroar, in that matchup is the freeze thing where they just kind of spray ice on you. But I mean it's not super oppressive or anything. But yeah, I think we win that matchup pretty solidly. Puff, we beat Puff. Puff dies fucking early. Has good side B shield pressure. Um, Grabs are okay, but Chad Puff we stuffed Puff out really well with Fair, and then if we revenge one of Puff's moves and get a solid hit, Puff fucking dies. So, I mean, let's see. Me Sword Fighter. I mained me Sword Fighter, and I personally never, even when me Sword Fighter camps with Tornado and Disc, I never saw it as too oppressive. You just gotta walk, me Sword Fighter down, and then you can apply pressure pretty well. I don't think the character is really, that bad to deal with, but I'd give Incineroar +1 on me Sword Fighter. Bayo. So this was also one of my worst matchups. I always thought we really struggled with Bayo. Ooh, let me move this actually. Let me put Wario there. Okay, so um, with Bayo, I always thought we got fucked by Bayo pretty hard. I didn't know how to SDI for shit. I always try to match revenge out of her combos, what you can't. But I just learned that if you sit in shield, she can't really do anything. And then I learned how to SDI too. So I mean, this character really fucking struggles with killing for one, and then dies so early. And this character fucking sucks dick. So I mean, Incineroar wins solid +1. We have to play really lame. So like, how I play it is I'll sit in shield, and then if they're trying to camp me out and wait for my shield to go lower so they can shield poke me or break my shield, I'll just run away and just start revenging. And then the best punish you can do as Incineroar 2 Bayo is probably side B, because they're gonna probably just mash anyways, and a lot of their shit's gonna beat you out. So I mean, if you just play really like if you just play sitting in shield, like Bayo actually just cannot do anything like at all. Uh, in the Wario matchup, so I used to have this matchup as even. Everyone's like, "Oh, Waft is busted," comeback factor. Like we have a fucking comeback factor too. So I mean, like everyone, like a lot of people were like calling me stupid because I thought Incineroar was even with Wario. But now I think we beat Wario because I mean he got kind of butchered. I mean he's still pretty good, but I mean his up tilt fucking sucks dick. Setups aren't as consistent. I mean yeah, it's just like he can't nair on us because our nail to shield beats him like every time. Our fair stuffs him out. We can edge guard him really easy. Ledge trap him pretty easy. His edge guarding's okay. His ledge trapping's really good, but I think we ledge trap him just as hard. Um, we keep him in advantage. We keep him in disadvantage. Pretty hard too. I don't know. I think we do pretty fucking badass against Wario actually. And I have really good experience in that matchup as well. So, um, now to even matchups. I think we're about even with Yoshi. Uh, Actually, I'll pro. Yeah, I think we're even. if it were was like wasn't even, then Yoshi would probably win. But I think I'd give us a solid, even. There's a lot of Yoshis in Texas, so I played a lot of Yoshi on and offline. Um, it's pretty much just like these characters just kind of mash on each other. Incineroar can keep Yoshi at ledge pretty well. Revenges eggs. Eggs pretty much become useless in my opinion. Um, it's uh, it's really hard for Yoshi to mash on Incineroar, like he would other characters. Uh, and I mean, yeah, like it's a solid even matchup in my opinion. Uh, Meta Knight, it's really hard for me to say much on this matchup. I don't play that against this character, but from what I'm told, I heard a guy who plays a really good Meta Knight that he says that we lose, but I don't know. I'll just put that it's even for now. Just because Meta Knight dies fucking early, and then no one uses Meta Knight, so I mean it's really hard to get say anything on the matchup. So we'll just keep him at about even. Uh, Falco, we're solid even. I pocket this character. I got him to a pretty okay. Never mind. My Falco is probably about mid level. Like, yeah, my Falco probably go like 3-2, maybe 4-2 in a tournament. But I mean, my Falco's not shit. But I do have a pretty good idea about the matchup. From playing against Mage, like a top three Falco player. Uh, just playing a lot of Falco players. High level Falco players in general. Um, it's really hard for Falco to mash on Incineroar. His grab game's good, so it's kind of hard at Sit and Shield, but he dies so early, and it's just like I don't know, like Incineroar doesn't get like combo to death by this character or anything like that, like you would think. I think they ledge trap and edge guard each other about the same. Actually, I think Incineroar does better in ledge trapping Falco than he does. Oh yeah, Incineroar ledge traps Falco harder than he does us. Edge guarding's about the same. I think Falco has good edge guarding, and Incineroar can edge guard him just as hard. So yeah, I think I'd give it about a solid even. Um, Cloud, uh, Cloud's also about even. We can push advantage on this character really fucking hard. Ledge trap him really hard. Edge guard him really hard. His ledge trapping is okay. He really only has back air, in my opinion, for ledge trapping. From what I know, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, Edge guarding kind of fucking sucks. Advantage was okay, but I think Incineroar can push advantage on Cloud than he can us. Um, what helps Cloud is his meter and just how quick he is and kill power. Snake, it's a solid even. I talked with Magister on this one. We both think offline it's about solid even. Offline, Incineroar definitely loses a snake. I mean, online, Incineroar loses a snake, but offline, I think it's a solid even. I've talked with other pretty good high level snake mates. They also think it's about even. It's kind of bad. Like grenades, free revenge. Snake combo food. We get free revenge every time he up B's back on the stage. Just a lot of things like that. Yeah, it's a solid even. Um, Donkey Kong and Incineroar, that's pretty much even because only because of cargo throw, in my opinion. The otherwise Incineroar would win that matchup pretty solidly. But cargo throw and then long limbs helps DK in that matchup. But otherwise, Incineroar can keep DK at ledge, edgeguard him about as hard as DK would edgeguard Ensign. Um, uh, Pushes his advantage on him pretty well. Uh, in neutral, I think they're about equal in neutral. Um, yeah, I think that's a pretty solid even. Um, okay, so I played quite a bit of high level Ix. Played played this one fucking Armate. I played a few guys. I think we push advantage pretty hard on Ike. It's really hard for him to get back on his stage against Ensign. Because us being able to revenge his recovery. And then he's a pretty like big character, so it's kind of easy to push advantage on him. Just gets hit by shit, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, what makes it even is pretty much just his long sword. And his neutral B does really well against us, like when we're trying to get back to ledge. But I mean, yeah, I think that's a pretty solid even matchup. Okay, so this is the difference between the Ken and the Ryu matchup. Why Ryu's even and Ken isn't. So it's due to Tatsumaki and Ryu being able to camp Incineroar a lot better. And then Tatsumaki, how so because Ken's Tatsumaki kind of like sucks you in. We're able to get a free neutral B every time he does it. So like he'll Tatsumaki and we neutral B him every time. So it's a terrible trade. He can't approach with it really anymore. Uh, if you do it, every time he Tatsumaki's you. But Ryu's Tatsumaki's different, so it works a lot better against Ensign than Ken's does. So we're not able to get that free trade. So I'd say that matchup's about even. I played a really good Mewtwo. Um, um, I'd say I'd say Mewtwo. I'd say Mewtwo and Incineroar is like a really hard even due to Mewtwo. There's a lot of Mewtwo's moves we can. So what he does best against us is his side B does really well against us. It's able to like we're not able to sit and shield all day. His grab game is really good. Um, but he's so light. He gets hit by a lot of shit, and Incineroar has some meaty hitboxes. He's not able to camp with Shadow Ball as well. But ledge trapping, edge guarding, I think it's about even between the two. Okay, and to respond to Bonsai's question, what feels good about Terry Incin is it's really fucking hard for Terry to box Incineroar. Uh, like, uh, I mean, Terry's like his grab game's okay. I mean, he has down throw at 0. Um, little higher percents, like I think at 10% you can still get that down throw up air uppy on Incin too. But I mean, it's not really like a big. I don't think it's a big deal in the matchup. Um, Incineroar kind of ledge traps and edge guards Terry really fucking hard. We revenge his side B to ledge. We revenge his up B to ledge because they're all gonna hit us regardless. Um, we can edge guard him really easy. We can revenge his up B to ledge. Well, it doesn't snap ledge. It like goes downwards, right? Something like that. But yeah, it's really hard for Terry to get off of ledge and to get onto ledge against Incin. And Incin just keeps him there for a long time. It's hard for him to box with Incineroar neutral. And Incineroar can push. I think Incineroar pushes advantage harder on Terry than he does Incineroar due to, you know, obviously revenge, stopping him from extending combos, etc. And then Terry's just such a big body. It's just so easy for Incineroar to just push advantage on that character, in my opinion. Uh, so yeah, I have this like winning +1 after playing so many Terrys and Corpus too. We have a high level Terry in Corpus, and I played him a lot. But anyways, going from Mewtwo to Olimar, Olimar really can't camp us as hard as he wants. Ooh, let me change this. -1. Olimar can't camp us as hard as he wants. Um, Pikmin. That's easy revenge. You just literally when a Pikmin's on you, you just mash down B, and then you get like it's free. Like it just sits on you, and especially if you revenge the white ones. We push advantage really hard on Olimar. Um, I don't think he ledge traps that well. Edge guarding's okay. I mean he has the purple Pikmin to throw off stage, but I don't know. I think we fuck him up off stage. Just the fact that he can camp us out a little bit is what kind of makes this matchup even. But otherwise, if Incineroar wasn't as slow as he is, I think Incineroar would win that matchup pretty comfortably. A lot of uh, players actually think Olimar loses to Incineroar, but I mean, I'll just put even because Ridley and Incineroar's pretty even. Incineroar kind of has to try to keep stage control fair. Um, Keep Ridley out. We can push advantage on Ridley pretty hard, but his disjoints and his long limbs are pretty annoying to deal with. So I'll put that about even. Uh, I think Marth and Incineroar is pretty even. So his sword is a lot more difficult to deal with. His grabs suck. His grabs are fucking dookie water. Um, but the sword, obviously it's annoying for anyone to deal with. But it's not as consistent as Lucina's. So I mean, I think that matchup's pretty even. All they're just gonna mash that entire time. So all you have to do is so a lot of y'all are like, why does he use revenge as like a what determines a matchup or not? Dude, revenge is frame 3 to 16. You literally just mashed revenge like the whole fucking time, and it'll carry you in a lot of matchups. And I'm telling you, bro. Listen to me. Um. Yeah. Um. We honestly, I think we kill Marth pretty early, push advantage on him pretty hard compared to what he can do to us. Same thing with Lucina. Lucina's a lot more consistent though, so of course I have us losing -1. I don't have much experience against what the fuck is this character's name? Why did I forget this fucking character's name? Well, anyways, yeah, y'all see where the mouse is. Uh, I think that's a pretty hard even. Um, you know what? I low key might. I'll have us lose. Yeah, I'll have us lose. Um, just the disjoint, pretty annoying. Shield pressure is really good. Um, this character's advantage is really good. Able to camp us out pretty well. Uh, I have us barely losing, but I mean it's not too bad. But from what I played, I'll have us lose. Let's see, Pitts. I think this matchup's about even. Um, Character dies so fucking early. Character's too honest too, just so honest. His grabs are really good. Shield pressure sucks. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'll put that as even. Captain Falcon's fucking lame and annoying, but I still think it's even. Character kind of just mashes buttons. It's kind of pretty much Falcons are gonna look for grab at like 0 and really low percent. So all you kind of have to do is short, hot, fair, kind of stuff them out. We keep them at ledge pretty well. Yeah, I think it's a solid even matchup. I was debating putting Mario as us winning +1, but a lot of people get like fucking tight about it. So I'm just like, he can gimp us pretty well. Nah. I think his gimp's not that consistent with Cape and then the Flood. I don't think it's that consistent against Incineroar since how well Incineroar is able to mix up his recoveries and etc. It's hard for him to follow up with Fireball. It's hard for him to push advantage on us. Narrow to Shield's really good for us. Fairing against him's really good for us. We can extend combos on him pretty well. Uh, yeah, I'll keep this matchup at even for now. DDD, I'm getting much better in the matchup. I was debating putting DDD at -1 for Incin, just because how well he's able to control everything with Gordo against Incineroar and just inhale, being able to grab, get extensions off of grab, um, etc. And how long he fucking, you know what? I'll still put that. Us losing to DDD. Uh, yeah, but anyways, DDD probably wins. Probably +1 just because of how well he's able to control the match against Incin with Gordo. Um, let's see. Bowser Jr. So we have a lot of moves that beat out Bowser Jr.'s side B. So it's really hard for him to, side B in neutral. Uh, Koopa, Koopa we can either dash attack, take it, or revenge Koopa. So it's hard. He can't really wall us out either. We push advantage on Bowser Jr. really well. I'll put, you know what? Fuck it. We beat Bowser Jr. I don't care. Yeah, we definitely beat that character. Fair beats out his side B. Our side B beats his side B. Our ledge trapping is a lot better than his, in my opinion. Yeah. Bowser. So Bowser, I used to think we lost this matchup. Um, Now I think it's a. I strongly believe that it's even now, just because. What only reason it's even is because how fast Bowser is. But Bowser can't get off a ledge against us. It's hard for. We edge guard him pretty well. I think we edge guard him a lot harder than he edge guards us, in my opinion. Just because, I mean, he has fair off stage, but I mean, we have wherever revenge's recovery, we're able to nair, things like that. In neutral, he has fire breath, but we're able to punish him pretty hard for it. And then we can, people don't know how to fucking SDI, so it's hard. Like a lot of people would just kind of sit in fire breath and take like 40 or 50 for some stupid reason. But I mean, fire breath's not really a big deal in the matchup, in my opinion. Um, yeah, I think we push advantage on Bowser super hard, way harder than he pushes it on us for sure. Byleth. What would I put Byleth? I think it's still even. We can walk Byleth down pretty well. Push advantage on Byleth. Of course, she has some pretty good range, but I mean, it's not enough to just completely wall us out, in my opinion. Um, I'll put us -1. Fuck it. Yeah, we lose the Byleth, but like barely though, just because her disjoints, how well she's able to keep us at ledge, etc. Um, let's see, Ganon. I think it's about even. I played some pretty good Ganons. Not like super high level or anything, but I played like Mustang, a few other guys. Uh, and it's just, I don't know. We push advantage on Ganon pretty well. Ganon only needs what fucking 3 hits on us and we die. And I mean, it's pretty much it. Um, Greninja, Greninja wins +1. Just because how fast he is, how slippery he is. He can edge guard pretty well. I think we can edge guard him and ledge trap him pretty well, but not enough to win the matchup. I think his grabs suck. Shield pressure sucks. So we can shit and shield, and we can do. He barely wins the matchup against us. Um, and we pretty much just sit and shield. You could do pretty well, but yeah, I don't know. He wins +1. Peach +1 has good grabs. We can push advantage on Peach really well. Keep her in the air for a long time. I mean, that's what they fucking do anyways. But turnips off stage are a problem. Her grabs are a problem. Yeah. Uh, but she can't really push advantages on us too well. But I'd give her a +1. Pokemon Trainer wins +1 due to versatility. Having Squirtle, Ivy, Charizard. Just, I mean, obviously. Um, Rosalina and Luma. That character's fucking lame. I haven't played it enough. I played Flacco from Austin, and I played some Roses online, but I mean, from my experience, I think we probably win about -1, possibly -2. She wins pretty comfortably. Just, I mean, camps, but I mean that's also partially of me not knowing the matchup at all. So, uh, ZSS, people think ZSS beats Incineroar. -2, but I mean, I don't think it's that bad. She dies so fucking early. Uh, there's a lot of her moves that we can punish pretty, well. Um, we're able to catch her. We have a lot of moves that punish her pretty hard for jumping. Just things like that. But she still wins +1, fast, annoying to deal with, camp pretty well. Shulk, I haven't played enough Shulk, so I can't say, too much. But he's super versatile, has a disjoint, just really annoying to deal with. So I'll give him about a +1 against us. Palu, Palu's disjoints, obviously, and then being able to land weak hits and then extend her combos from weak hits, kind of fucking stupid. But I mean, I still think we do okay against her. We kill her fucking early. We can up smash out of shield, punishes her nair pretty well. It still catches her back air. If it's perfectly spaced, I don't know. But most of the times, I always catch Palus for back airing me with up smash and kill him for it. So I don't know. But I'll give her my +1. Robin can kill me across stage, so it's hard for him to box with us. Really, he does have good boxing. Um, but I do think he slightly wins +1. But we don't do that bad. Um, Hero's a pussy character. Everyone knows that. She camps, has can kill me across stage, has a disjoint, can box. He wins pretty comfortably in my opinion. I might put him -2. I'll think about it. Game and Watch isn't that bad. Game and Watch wins +1. Um, he just dies so early. All like we just don't have to overextend. Like if we don't overextend, then I mean the matchup's kind of fine. Um, Up B out of shield becomes useless. If we land on him with revenge, he'll up B. A lot of, like Game Watch mains are monkeys, so they'll just fucking up B out of shield, and it would just, easy money. But I mean, it's not really a bad matchup for us. We just like can't overextend on him. Then he just kind of we're playing into his game pretty much. Isabel, Villager, I mean, they camp us. Grab game is good. Um, you know, Fishing rod is a real pain in the ass for us on recovery, things like that. I might put them at +2, or -2, but we'll see. Diddy, I played some Diddy's. Haven't played a high level Diddy. I played some mid levels. Uh, Diddy's fucking fast, annoying. Command grab does pretty well against us. Takes away revenge. At least I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think his side B takes away revenge. Banana's a big problem. Only thing that we really have, like, that we do well against him is that we kill him fucking early and we do pretty good against him off stage. Joker. Joker's fast. Good grab game. Um, Combo extensions on Incin. Uh, and then once he gets Arsene, good kill power on Incin. I'd say what we do really well is pushing advantage on him too, just like other characters. We're able to edge guard him pretty nicely. Ledge trap him pretty well. It's hard for him to get off a ledge against us, in my opinion. Um, we have a lot of options that can gimp him off stage, edge guard him extremely well. Since he has a tether recovery, we can neutral B off stage, nair off stage. Edge guard is we can edge guard Arsene pretty well too. Yeah, but I mean he can do that to us just as hard. So I mean yeah. Inkling. I talked to Magister a while back. We think this matchup kind of it's almost even. But Inkling kind of fucks us on FD. Inkling has pretty good shield pressure, good grabs. Good edge guarding, good advantage on Incin. Uh, but I mean, she dies early. There's a lot of moves that she has to be careful of doing against us. We can up smash a lot of her moves like side B, etc. And yeah, But I'll give Inkling, +1. Banjo's fucking annoying. Camps us out, kills. Uh, yeah, I mean Zelda too. I'm really good at the Zelda matchup too, and I mean I'll give her a +1 instead of +2. I don't think she's that annoying, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not that bad compared to other zoners. Um, Wolf barely wins, like I said earlier. Just better frame data, mobility, gets a lot off of grabs. Good shield pressure too. Laser's really effective compared to Fox, and it's a lot better than Fox's and Falco's laser. Um, so yeah, he can camp us, do pretty well on in our face as well. But he like barely wins it. I think we ledge trap Wolf pretty hard, edge guard him a lot better than he does us. And yeah, but I'll still give him that +1 due to the other things. Link, strong as fuck, can camp you, edge guard pretty well, ledge trap you pretty well. Yeah, he wins solid +1. Luigi. Um, Luigi's real only threat against this is obviously grab, and that's it. I mean, otherwise, I mean, I think we do better all around. I'll give Luigi even. I think we're even with Luigi. But overall, I think we do pretty okay against Luigi all around. All he really has is grab at 0, but I mean, it's not really. I think it's fucking easy to avoid it. I don't know why everyone gets hit by that dumbass shit. Pyra, Mithra, we lose -2 or no -1. Lose a Pyra, Mithra -1. They're just annoying. I mean, that's pretty much it. They're just annoying. Sephiroth. I mean, just because Mithra can like Mithra mashes. I mean, we can deal with mash. Mash isn't a big deal against Incin, but then you can instantly switch and just kind of like camp as Pyra. Pyra's fucking annoying. I think Pyra's really annoying, but I'll give them +1. Um, just barely. Seth. Seth offline, I assume, is way better than Seth online. Obviously, just keeps us at distance pretty well. Our best thing in this matchup is he dies so fucking early. Um, I mean, yeah, we can push advantage on him pretty well, but otherwise, like, it's really hard for us to win neutral against this character. It's like it's like really fucking hard to win neutral. I think we keep him at ledge pretty well. We edge guard and ledge trap him pretty well compared to what he can do against us, but he wins neutral so hard that it's just like none of that even matters. I mean, we're able to revenge his up B, so he can't up B aggressively and try to hit us, because I mean we get free revenge every time, and then it's just hard for him to get off a ledge. But otherwise, all the other stuff he wins. Minecraft Steve is fucking annoying. Played him online, offline. Not high level or anything, but I can tell he's just just a fucking lame character. Just kind of run away, mine, throw side B, and then that's how he wins. And like we would start having to chase him the whole matchup, and if we don't chase him, then he just you know, builds up his blocks and etc. Lucina, talked about Lucina Marth earlier. Good shield pressure, shitty grabs though. We push advantage on Lucina pretty hard. Um, but and she can't push advantage on well as hard as she wants, but just having a disjoint, just being just having a sword in general is kind of really oppressive. So I'll give her slightly winning the matchup against Incin. Uh, Nas can mash. He can outmash Incineroar from what I think. I played super high level Ness players too. Played Jonasly. I think Jonasly's probably the best Ness player I played. And he's state PR in Georgia, and he's really fucking good. Love Jonasly. Uh, Ness can camp out Incineroar pretty well. Um, he can mash on Incineroar pretty well. I think we can push advantage on him well. But in neutral we kind of struggle with him. Um, I think we can keep him at ledge pretty well, but I think he can ledge trap us harder and edge guard us harder than we can him. Or about the same, but Lucas is about the same thing, except Lucas can gimp us a lot more often and has better grab game than Ness. So yeah, we give them both about a -1. Me Gunner camps us out pretty hard. Me Gunner's fucking slow though. I played some players that had really good advantage with Me Gunner. Um, I had this matchup at about even because of how well Incineroar can push advantage on Me Gunner. But I mean, this character just fucking like just keeps us at ledge, keeps edge guards us pretty hard. Um,
Does not surrender.
um, hold on, did someone just like raid me? Let me see. Yo, appreciate the raid. Uh, Palo7, you're a real one. Okay, but back to Gunner. Gunner wins pretty comfortably, just in neutral in general. Keeps us off stage, keeps us at ledge pretty hard. I thought we did pretty well. I thought the Wii Fit matchup was pretty even, but Wii Fit camps was fucking hard. Played this boy Chunky, a good friend of mine. Um,
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children.
yo,
Praise be
appreciate
to
the follow,
Allah.
man. Uh, um, yeah. Fuck, who was I talking about? Oh, Wii Fit. Yeah, just camps us really well. Can sit at ledge all day, and it's hard for us to punish her at ledge. I mean, we have down tilt. Down tilt knocks out soccer ball and hits Wii Fit still, but it's not like a consistent, deal where we're gonna, just all of a sudden win the matchup. If we revenge deep breathing though, we can go pretty ham on Wii Fit, but I mean, Wii Fit's just kind of, a really underrated character and really good. I already talked about Corrin, D3, and Byleth already. Pika obviously -2. Get fucking dicked by Pika, but who doesn't? Uh, let's see. Rob. Rob, there's a lot of things we can do in the matchup. Gyro, if it's just kind of sitting there and he just has gyro there, we can literally jump and land on gyro, and we get a free revenge automatically, and then we dash attack and grab gyro. So we have gyro plus free revenge. We can juggle Rob pretty well, push advantage on Rob pretty well. Uh, actually, I think we barely lose to Rob. Rob obviously has good frame data, good advantage, off stage game, but we keep him at ledge pretty well. Um, Juggle him really well. Just such a big body. Yeah. Let's see. Young Link, Toon Link, same thing. Campus out. Good advantage, good frame data. Can mash hard on us or campus out. Same thing with Pac-Man. Pretty much the same thing. Um, Mega Man camps us for fucking days. Fair and Nair do okay against Lemons and can beat out some of his stuff, but Leaf Shield's a problem for us. Lemons, we can revenge Lemons in neutral, and since Revenge got buffed over the patch, a lot of weaker hits can get us closer to max than it would before, max revenge than it would before. But otherwise, it's really hard winning neutral against Mega Man. Played some high level Mega Mans too. Um, or close to high level. There are a lot of mid level, but really close to high level. He edge guards the fuck out of us with back air. We can't really do anything against back air. Yeah, we get fucking dicked. Um, Pichu, same thing as Pika, just kind of fucks us all around. Edge guards us for days, combos for days, all true, grab game, everything. Only thing low profile is our shit. Only thing we have against those characters is how early they die, but that's it. Uh, Min Min kills us lamest character in the entire fucking game. I'm not gonna lie. Min Min just pretty much kills us across stage. Does the same two moves. Doesn't really have to think in the matchup against us. We can no, it's really hard for us to push advantage against Min Min. Yeah, that character wins +2. Duck Hunt too. Duck Hunt as well. Duck Hunt dies dummy early, but just camps us for days. Um, Samus can push advantage on us super fucking hard and can camp us really well. Um, yeah, -2. Same thing with I do really well against the Belmonts, but the Belmonts still, win -2. Same thing with Sonic. I do amazing in the Sonic matchup, but they both win pretty convincingly. Just being able to camp for days. I mean, Sonic eventually has to go in, but I don't know. He's just yeah. I mean, that's where I thrive in the matchup is I'm able to kill him when he finally does come in. And we have side B beats out what's it called? What's the fucking move? Spin dash. Side B beats out spin dash. Homing's a problem against Incineroar in the matchup. We can two frame him pretty well. His edge guard's okay against us. I think we can edge guard him too, pretty hard. Keep him at ledge pretty well. It's hard for him to get off a ledge.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm
Um,
just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Yo, appreciate the follow, man. Let's see who else. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'd say this is about my final matchup chart. For now. Of course, as I improve as a player, I'll be able to see what matchups, as I get to a higher level, I'll be able to see how we do in other matchups as well, and my opinions will change. But for now, this is what it is, and yeah, that's the end of the stream though. Incineroar solid mid tier in my opinion. Um, Loses the zoners for the most part. Um, if you can't pressure him with zoning and keep him out, then I mean you're not gonna do that great against the character due to his amazing kit. He has a top tier kit, dude. Nair, everything, all his normals are really good. Specials are really good. Kills early, has a comeback factor. He's just lacking in speed, so I mean take that into account. If you don't agree with a lot of this, just take into the account that he only lacks speed. Everything else is either high tier or top tier moves, besides like maybe jab, up tilt. Maybe those are probably mid tier kind of moves, but everything else, he has a top tier kind of kit. So yeah, but it's the end of the stream. Going to hop off. This will be posted on my YouTube if you want to check it out again, or at least hop in for like